Cowabunga Gamers, welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. Last time we got ore processing all sped up and beautified. It works. It's so good. We also got the large miner. So we have two miners now. Between episodes, I've done a bit of building. As you can see, we have a new expansion down here. This is going to be mirrored on this end. Once I have time. But another thing I did is that we have Americium now, which is beautiful. So, put those away. Let's get quantum processors and see if we can get quantum assemblies and maybe even work on indium, the IV superconductor, and getting these LUV circuits. That's sort of the goal for today, and it should be somewhat possible. So let's see. Let's put the Americium in. Circuit. What circuit is this? Quantum processor. We do not have quantum processor yet, but let's just make patterns for all of these, since this is something we're going to need. And then LUVs. Right. Because so that just needs to be upgraded. That still doesn't have a thing. That's fine. There we go. Oh, I put everything away while I was building, but we can put pattern expansions in here. Slide these in. Whoa. And then quantum circuits. And we are just missing Americium plates, which is perfect, which is exactly where we want to be. So let's create a pattern for Americium plates. Again, just a metal bender. We're going to do these one by one at the time, since we don't have that much Americium. Americium ingot, of course. Of course, we forgot the ingot. Oh, that's just smelting. Oh, that's not bad at all. It doesn't even need the EBF or the freezer, which is good. Quantum. So we should be able to make quantum circuits now. Yeah, like the huge thing there was just... It was just the Americium that we didn't have. Now I'm worried. Hey, no, we got quantums. Heck yeah, dude. Okay, but can we get quantum assemblies? What are we missing? Graphene and fine ruthenium. So you can go. Fine ruthenium is just going to be that. What was this in? This was in a wire mill. Right. So ruthenium. Oh, we have ruthenium. So we should just be able to craft that. And then graphene plates. Again, just a metal bender recipe. Gonna be one for now. I'm not sure of our current stock of graphene. Graphene ingot. Oh, how is this made? This is made like this. Okay, and graphene dust. So this is a whole thing. Graphene oxide. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so that's not too bad to take a look at. So let's do this. We need room for this. Let me find some space. Okay, we're back. Made a bit of space in this room. It's a mess, but we have space elsewhere in the base, so I'm not too worried. So we're trying to make this graphene dust. Oh, this needs a chemical reactor too. But thankfully, no. So let's cook that one up. But just keep that in mind, that the chemical bath needs to be in the middle. Which is fine. Chemical bath will go here. The fluid extractor on the left. Chemical reactor on the right. So what's the first thing we need to do here besides make this? We need to pump in. Wait a minute. We need to pump graphite dust into this. Then we got graphite oxide, which we mix with another chemical bath. Okay, so we need 2 chemical baths then. Well, that's fine. Chemical bath. Chemical bath, chemical bath, chemical reactor is the last one. Okay. So this is going to be easy how this works, he says, even though it's going to be slightly annoying. So the chemical bath here is going to get graphite dust. So we need a conveyor belt here with a, where's my screwdriver? We're going to import here, and you're going to get graphite dust. We have a bunch of graphite dust. Okay. So you're going to get made, you're going to get pulled into here. Graphite dust in a chemical bath with graphene oxide. So let's make some of this. If we go back over here, we should have a mixer. We do not, but we can grab one. Right? What was the other thing we needed for this? We also needed like a white fluorescent lamp or something. Oh, what the heck? But it's only used in this recipe, so let's craft that up. This is an assembler with some nitrogen. Oh my god, this is a lot. So do we have yttrium? Europium? No, of course we don't. Of course we don't have this, because that requires europium. Do we have europium? We have europium dust. Okay, so maybe we can make this. Okay, so let's get a pattern in for this, since this seems like it's something we need a bit of. And then EBFs, we can put on another input hatch here for hydrogen. There we go. Okay. And then pattern in for this dust. It produces steam. This has a output hatch. Yes. Okay, so that was yttrium, europium. And we're missing europium oxide. Excuse me? Soda ash and vanadium slag. Vanadium slag. Do we have vanadium slag? We don't. Vanadium dust and soda ash we have, though. So soda ash and vanadium dust. But we also need water in here. Nope. What are you producing? You're probably making something I don't want. Output bus. So let's get another input hatch here. And fill it with water. Right? So that's going to get filled with water, I hope. Invalid structure. Okay, so that's a no-go. Quad input hatch, though. This'll work. Water and hydrogen. We have oxygen there. Whatever, that's not important. But what is important is we should be able to make this now. If I take this out, right? That was pretty fast, but that was an MV. So we should have sodium metavandate. So sodium metavandate with ammonium chloride and water. So water. And ammonia chloride. I knew stockpiling this would come in handy. Okay, perfect. We can just throw these back, I hope. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. We'll figure that out in a bit. So we have ammonia vandalite. And we want to send it through a dehydrator. So let's go send that through. I don't have a dehydrator here. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we have one step of it. I think what we were also missing. Europium. I think we were missing europium oxide. And now we have europium dust. So we should be able to turn this into europium dioxide or oxide using a chemical reactor with water and chlorine. Europium oxide. So we need europium, water, and chlorine. Honestly, easy enough. We're gonna make 2 stacks of this. Oh, it's hydrochloric acid. Whatever. We're just gonna let this go as much as it needs to. So there's europium oxide. And now I'm not sure. Okay, it doesn't get eaten. It doesn't get eaten. So we should be able to make yttrium europium, which we did. Perfect. So yttrium europium. And then electrum foil. Right? Borosilicate glass sheet. Oh, that's just borosilicate glass. It's just this. In the plate. Okay. This is just a lathe recipe, but did we ever set up the big lathe? No, we didn't. Okay, so that's something that needs to happen eventually. That's not annoying at all that that happens. Okay, okay. So we need to make this, which is this. Okay. Let me get everything together here. No, yeah, nothing here is too interesting, but if anything is, I'll bring you back. Okay, we're back. So it seems like we can't get quantum assemblies right yet. We need more iodine, which comes from non-metal waste. So we need to let the nuclear stuff run a bit longer. Unfortunately, yeah, because I doubt we have any of this. And we have 2 iodine, and we need, how much do we need? We need like, we need 10 iodine, and we only have 2, so this is gonna have to be put on hold for a little bit. Yeah, and it takes what, 9 of these to make 2, so that's gonna be a while. Anyway, let me figure out what else we can do. Okay, so I think the rest of this episode is going to be dedicated to working on indium, since that seems to be the next. We need indium to get LUV circuits, but we also need it for Naquata, it seems. The way we're going to do indium is we're going to do it through zinc or coke pellets. And that's just a mixer with water, saphirolite dust, and coal coke dust, which isn't too bad. So let's grab a mixer. It feels kind of weird still doing things at EV, I'm going to be honest. But it's fine. This is an MV recipe. This isn't going to be anything special. So what do we need here? We need this, and we're gonna need to import water into this. So this is gonna be water, and then we're gonna grab a conveyor belt. Slap it down. This is going to be import, and on the back here we're gonna do I think we may also need a crafting card for some of these. Do we have? We do. Oh, crafting. I was worried we didn't have it and I was gonna get so upset. But for coal coke dust, we definitely, oh wait, no we don't, because this is gonna be a subnet. Okay. Let's get a sign. Let's use signs now. This is gonna be, what is this gonna be? This is gonna be zinc or coke pellets. Okay, so that's marked off the list. This needs to go into a blast furnace with oxygen. Right? Does this need, it's Cooper nickel, so we can get, what, 10 more of these? Let's use a ULV input bus. And then we can use a HV, right? So input hatch, and you output 3 things, one of which is a fluid. So we'll get an HV output bus and an EV output hatch. Some input buses. We should have a bunch of heat proof. We do. Okay, so let's keep going on with the indium line here. So we have this mixer set up with saphirolite and coal coke. That goes into a blast furnace. Coal coke dust. What does this make again? It makes zinc ore pellets. So this gives us 3 outputs, right? And the one we really care about is the zinc residual slag. And we put this through a pulverizer, so macerator, I believe. Yep. So we're gonna need more interfaces here in a bit. But anyway, import, you're gonna go, and we're going to have zinc residual slag in here. And then this becomes fine zinc residual slag. And then we move that into a mixer, right? And we have a few EV mixers on us now. Fine zinc slag. And then this turns into what? Zinc slag slurry. That is another fun word to say, but this time, we want distilled water. And it might also be worth getting a distillery for that and just having that on the network somewhere. But we'll deal with that in a bit now. So that's gonna go. That's going to go into an electrolyzer. Zinc slag slurry. And And this doesn't have, this just has the liquid output, if I'm correct, and I am. So, metal-rich slag slurry. Metal-rich slag. But this has an item output that we want to take care of. So we'll do this, but we'll also, let's put a fluid storage bus on this, since I think this will be our best bet. So after this, this metal rich goes into a chemical reactor with phosphoric acid, right? Where are we going to put this? Because I know we need more EBFs. We'll put EBFs here, but we'll put the rest of this line. Chemical reactor. Yes. So what did I say this was? This was going to be acidic metal rich. Slurry? Yes. So this acidic metal rich slag slurry. And then we are also going to use, there's going to be a pump here with a fluid storage bus that does these two. And then after this, this goes into another chemical reactor. So we'll put it next to it. Right? And then output the fluid. Metal rich slag slurry. Okay, so a lot of this gets like looped again. Okay, so what we want is a fluid storage bus here. And then this separated is going to go into another chemical reactor. Are we out of chemical reactors? I guess we are. I totally thought we had another one. But we also want we need if we're gonna do it this way, we're gonna need one of these here with with separated. So separated goes out. It gets mixed with sodium hydroxide dust into these two. So we want another few pumps here, along with this that has phosphoric, right? Oh no. Yeah, acidic metal rich turns into separated metal rich. Separated metal rich. Separated metal rich. Yeah, we mix it with phosphoric acid twice. Bam bam. And then we get these two. So this is where we're currently at. So separated metal rich goes into a chemical reactor. here, but this also has a conveyor belt. For sodium hydroxide dust, right? So that's going to go in. So this gets us metal hydroxide mix. Metal hydroxide mix, right? We don't worry about this yet, but metal hydroxide mix gets put into a electrolyzer. I have a bunch of electrolyzers already. That's fine, that's fine. Metal hydroxide mix. Yeah, so this also needs a filter here for this into the electrolyzer. And this electrolyzer, I need fine zinc wire. Do I have zinc wire? No, I don't have zinc wire. Thankfully, we have the multi-blocks here. This one, I believe? Wire mill, yeah. And then, there we go. Fine zinc wire. So this gets us the zinc pure mixture. Zinc pure mixture goes into another electrolyzer. Okay. Another electrolyzer here that gives us iron pore mixture. Iron pore mixture comes from fine iron wire. Okay. Oh, we had this, weirdly enough. So iron pure mixture gives us copper and indium hydroxide concentrate, which we put into a chemical dehydrator. To give us indium hydroxide, which we put into a blast furnace to get indium dust. So we need one more blast furnace. And for this, we need an input hatch and a bus. Okay. So let's start plugging stuff in from the start. So the first thing is the zinc or coke pellets, and this required what? Sapphirite and coal coke. So let's come down here. And these, I think, needed that. Oh, we also need pink cable. I feel like we're gonna need more of that, so let's just grab some pink dye. Okay, so is it zinc residual dust? How is this gonna work? We can do something like that. Yeah. Okay, so this also needs to be on a higher priority. Hopefully. There we go. No, that's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. So that means we need to use an arm. unless I have an arm on me, which I don't. I'm just gonna make a few more arms actually. Okay, so arm goes down. We do this. We're gonna whitelist. We're gonna keep exactly 64 and 64 in there. Perfect. And then we need, oh, we have water. We have water? Where is that water coming from? Hold on. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay. No, I guess that makes sense because that sees all the liquid on the network. Huh. Nice. Okay. Okay. So this, all we need to do is hook this up to power. Make sure not to burn the cables. So this should be going. It's not going. Why is it not going? Zinc ore, coke pellets, mixer, cold coke dust, sapphirolite, distilled water. Oh, distilled water. That makes sense. I see where I went wrong. I was worried it was going to be an IV, but it wasn't. There we go. Okay, so we got zinc or coke pellets. Those are going into here. So zinc or coke pellets. So we need oxygen in here, right? Hold on. Zinc or coke pellets with oxygen. So let me get one of these and put oxygen on it. You should be good. You should hopefully be good. Yeah, you got oxygen. You have oxygen in you. You have that. Zinc exhaust mixture. Okay. So all we need to do now is hook this up to power. Right? You're going. You're going, you're producing everything we need you to be. Perfect. Okay, so now this zinc residual dust. How do we want this? Do we just want it on a storage bus? Or do we want it, we probably want it in drives. Okay, so I just threw together a little subnet here. So now what we should be able to do, what do we do with this? We put it through a centrifuge and we get, honestly, nothing too interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a super tank, I'm going to grab a super tank and just buffer it here. And then with this, with the items, we can, oh, as I was saying, with the items, we can just put that there. And then this should be kicking off. It is. And then we put it into here. This requires distilled water, which we have. Right? Okay. Okay. Zinc happy slurry goes into an electrolyzer, which is right there. You don't have power. That's why you're not working. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So both of these machines have power. No. Okay, so we just need larger. There we go. That should work, hopefully. Yes, that is, everyone is happy there. So zinc residual dust, and then the output, the output, and then zinc residual dust. Right, so this literally just loops. Yeah, no, this literally just loops. Sick. Which means we probably don't need as much of this as I thought. We're gonna turn off Sapphirolite for a bit. Okay, anyway, we have metal rich slurry now. And this, where does this go? Metal rich slurry. This goes into a chemical reactor over here. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. And then we can plug these in. Right? So the metal rich is going in there. Do we have phosphoric acid on tap even? We do not. Okay, so how do we get phosphoric acid? Phosphorus dust. Or apatite. I feel like we had this at some point, no? Maybe this is another process, we just need a passive. I wouldn't be too mad about that. Yeah, this is hydrofluoric, this is hypochlorous, this is the distilled water, which it looks like we blew through, so that's cool. Maybe over here? If we don't have it, it's fine. We can just... Yeah, we don't have it, so let's get phosphorus set up. I feel like we had phosphoric acid for something. Anyway, we need a chemical reactor, which we should have a bunch of. We do. And we can just plop this down right here. Right, so what do we need? What do we need here? Actually, this might not be a good place. We'll move it over one. So for phosphoric acid, we need 2 fluids and a solid. Okay, so the fluids are to come from here, and was what, water and oxygen? Water and oxygen. Oh, this needs a capacity card. Water and oxygen goes in. Then we have a circuit. This is going to be a long episode, I can already tell. But that's fine. Circuit of 2. And then we have a conveyor belt back here. Set to import. What are we importing? We're importing phosphorus dust. And phosphorus dust comes from phosphate. Yeah, phosphate dust in an electrolyzer. We can just set up a passive process for that, so I'm not... too worried about that right now. Unless we have a nice little backlog of it. Really like how this has become my like passive area. Let's put in 2. So that should be going faster now. It is. We're gonna rip through the phosphorus, but we'll ignore that for now. Until I forget this is happening and I'm like, where's everything going? But we'll deal with that when the river floods. Okay, so there, that's getting filled in here. Phosphorus. This doesn't have a pump though. Put one in, import, right? So you're importing. So one of you separated goes with sodium hydroxide. What do we do with this? No. Metal rich slag. Oh. Ew, that gets cycled back. How much of this do we actually need? I have a feeling this like really just works itself out. In either case, we are just going to slap a fluid storage bus on this. Right? Metal rich slag. Holy shit. Maybe we don't need a lot of this. We're going to either have way too much indium. But that's fine. Anyway, this sodium hydroxide. Which we should have a bunch of. Sodium hydroxide. But we need to put it on the item, because no way I'm letting the system have access to all the items. That's just asking for trouble, honestly. There it goes. Okay. Okay, so you're good. If we do this, you're going into here. Disdain phosphate, but this in an electrolyzer gets us everything. Maybe we don't need phosphate on here. Maybe we don't need anything on here. No, we need distilled water on this. So let's go put that back. But only have distilled water on the system. Electrolyzer. We have one of those. Okay. So we need fluid storage and we can just do that for the zinc. And then we can do this for the slurry. And then over here, we can grab a pump and import. Do that. And this is outputting zinc pure. So we just put that in. Right? So zinc pure. Yeah, okay. I like this. I like this. So you should have power now, if I can get it out of here. You make iron dust and iron pure. Wait, iron pure mixture. This went into... Oh, that goes into another... Wait. Iron pure. Oh, I missed an electrolyzer. That's fine. Find copper wire. Right? So this gets us indium hydroxide. There's indium hydroxide, which that gets put into a chemical dehydrator. And that provides us indium hydroxide, which gives us hydrogen, which goes into here, right? So we can set this up to be hydrogen. And then this needs to be indium hydroxide. Fluid trash can the steam, because we don't need it. And then interface the indium, because we do need it. This means we need hydrogen. So let's fill this up with hydrogen. There we go. And then we can take hydrogen off. So that should be it. That should be good. This should be all we need here is like a storage bus or something. That should go into here, yes. Muffler hatch is obstructed. Classic. Do that. And you just need power. Right? And you're going. So we should have indium? Do we have indium now? Hey, we have indium! Oh, that was not bad at all. I just need to watch this to make sure everything doesn't like overload or over satisfy. That's fantastic. Anyway, this is going to be where we wrap up this episode. Next time it's this that is blocking. Conveyor belt. Right? No, we don't need. We need a conveyor belt back here. Wait, is there a conveyor belt back here? There's a conveyor belt because it imports items. This needs to go to an electrolyzer. Okay. Anyway. I'll get the recycling going on this between episodes. Actually, do we? I don't know what to do. How do I get rid of this water though? Because we're outputting. Okay, no, this is how it's gonna go. This is how we're doing it. We're doing it like that. And then we're going to set this to be unfiltered, yes. And then we are going to have a pump here. Wait, do we have a pump here? We have a filter drain. a pump. We export with the filter. What is happening here? We do not want this. Okay, okay, so we want metal hydronics mix. To be exported. And then we can do something like this. Bap, water. Water, get trashed, loser. Yeah, beautiful. And then we just set up an interface. We set up an interface here with the this, right? And then we just need to send these back and send these out. So honestly, a fluid storage bus would probably go hard here. Right, I'm not sure where the oxygen is. The oxygen is here. You don't have enough power because the wires burned up. Okay, now we're wrapping up the episode. Thank you for watching. I shall catch you next time.